It is another time with Tony. We're squeezing one in for 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So, all right, it's been a while. We asked everybody, before we do that, we asked everybody to do the root beer floats.
Yep.
And we're going to run some video here. This is the Merry Widows giving you a toast.
Cheers to Tony.
We have cherries in ours, and they're
Spiked cherries, Tony, so enjoy.
And then your friend in Kentucky gave us a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. And tell us about her.
Oh, Katie's great. She came in and to work for us, and she was at a lower level, and we came to an agreement that I would pay for her to go to school, and she got to build a house. She got married, has 2 kids, and has driven before Christmas, drove up just to have lunch with her and her husband and me and Gina. And then they put the word out that I like cards. Like I'm saying, I'd love a picture of this root beer float because that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Like those kinds of things. And we got like a ton. I mean, we got a fantastic amount. I have people that are writing letters with old pictures copied.
Yeah.
This is our exchange student from Croatia. She made a whole booklet about
Oh my gosh.
So it's on you now. I mean, it's, my kids went out and tried to get a couple cards for, the holiday season, and we ended up with 100 and something cards.
So it's still on you to get us a root beer float picture. Katie, what you didn't know, your email was fantastic. What you didn't know is that Tony and I shot our root beer float video at a place in Bellevue in Pennsylvania, and you went to Bellevue, Kentucky, which was super cool. All right, so Tony, we haven't been together for a while, and
busy holiday.
Yeah.
As I talked to you before, and most of you heard, I was a little nervous about this Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and my goal was to be as positive as possible because, in my mind, and anyway, people always say, well, anybody could die. I get that, but I'm a little closer to that bucket than most. So, you always think of that a little bit. And did that bother me somewhat? Yeah, I think it hit me more emotionally than I thought it would. Mm. But I'm saying, but my kids were all here. Alex and Liz were in. Now you should see the kitchen now. She cooks something and cleans it. Because we outed her on
the video.
She won the award for the worst kitchen.
Right.
After food, fantastic. Kitchen, not so much.
Yeah.
So this year, when they were cooking, she would make whatever and clean everything up and start again on the next project or whatever. So that was a positive with these videos.
There you go.
Yeah, my
there you go.
Clean up after her and her wife. So they did a lot of cooking. Fina did a lot of cooking. Wasn't as traditional as we usually have because we usually have a ton of fish and all those things. I can't eat shellfish, so I don't cook it either. But we had a good time. Went back to Mrs. Schuller's pierogies and babalkis and the things on that side of the family. Then Amy came with her kids, which we didn't know if they were coming for sure, but they came and she makes a great greens, but. She made greens and whitefish, but she didn't make any mac and cheese. She makes mac and cheese every time. And that was maybe we missed it. We missed the macaroni and cheese. But it was great to have everybody here. They stayed, people stayed and chatted and talked a lot. And it was a great time. How about you? Good?
Dude, thankful, right? I'm able to host everybody at my place and have my granddaughter, run around and be the princess, the belle of the ball, and wrap everybody around her finger, everybody spoils her.
Oh yeah.
So it was good. And then took a couple days to go down to Ocean City, Maryland, to meet Colin's girlfriend's parents and learn how to eat crab with a mallet. And, the way the Baltimore, crack them all open, get the lungs out. All that. I had no idea how to do all that stuff. I've only eaten crab legs, so it was cool. But no, I'm thankful for the, I'm thankful for the holidays. And, I know for you, this is a tough time because, you're reflecting perhaps on what last year was like, because it's again, December 14th being your anniversary date. Now this is New Year's. This is a year. So what were you doing last New Year's?
I'm trying to think, because last New Year's I was diagnosed.
Yes.
So I was probably sitting right in that corner there, doing nothing.
Yeah.
And, that's funny because people say, are you depressed? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, like, how can you identify how I feel?
Yeah.
Like anxiety, depression, those kinds of things. I get it. But it's like now, like I couldn't even, my daughter put on Schitt's Creek. I couldn't even listen to the opening song because I sat here with my wife like a zombie and just we binged every episode of Schitt's Creek. And when she put it on, I had to leave the room because it just brought it all back.
Oh, okay.
Brought it all back.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Because that was funny. They wanted me to watch it.
Yeah.
Do something. But, I was probably 30 pounds lighter. I was yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking that I had a couple months to live. And like I said, I keep saying, here we are. I do still have to thank God every day that I'm here.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy. And to think about everything we went through during the holiday season last year. We couldn't get a hold of anybody. I was getting yellower and yellower, and we just needed a drain put in, and I get it, it's the holidays and all that, but, worked in healthcare all my life, you don't close a place down because it's Christmas,
right?
So last year was horrible compared to what we're experiencing this year.
In this year now, when we're recording this, you're almost 15 days into your study drug. We know that for those who didn't watch the earlier video, that you got this 1 pill a day kind of thing.
6 pills.
6 pills a day. Okay.
At one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is the study drug to try to reduce the size of the tumor.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
and how's that going?
Not as well as I would have hoped for.
Okay.
When I was doing, we'll go back to day one, and I've always said, really haven't been that sick, not that nauseated, no diarrhea, none of that. That right now is something that we're going through that I'm not used to being sick. You're always a little off, trust me.
Yeah.
You're never 100% of what I was on December 13th. So now I'm nauseated every day. But that, nausea leads to everything else. You're not eating, you're not drinking as much. Your blood counts, you get whacked up and all that because of that.
Yeah.
So our goal right now is to see if we can get this nausea under control, and see if they could, get me going on this good regimen that the actual tumor markers come down, and I'm having less issues. Because I still this week, today's Sunday, I had to get 5 liters removed from my belly. So that's a lot. Think about a liter of pop.
Yeah, right.
5 of them just laying in here.
Carrying that around,
It
right?
just lays in that space.
Yeah.
And drains out because of all the issues, with the liver that's going on. And the tumors that I have in the liver. So it's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
That's easier than I thought too, believe it or not.
To get it drained?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I thought that radiation would be, easy. Radiation was, they only had one big old treatment. That was tough. This is, you go in, hey, everybody, how are you? Take your blood work, sit there, and she gets a sonogram, takes a picture. All right, I see a big pocket here. Okay, just breathe in, numbs it, puts a catheter in, and about half hour later, I'm done. I go home. Like, there's no side effects to that. There's no issues with that at all. It's just the fact that that's another thing you have to get done.
Yeah.
The trial, 6 pills every day. I was in there last week, 8 hours, then 5 hours. They told me that on Tuesday, I guess it would be because of New Year's.
This Tuesday.
Yeah, I will go back and they'll do studies again. They'll do EKGs. They'll do all kinds of stuff. So it's another 8-hour day.
Mm.
My goal with all of this is just to get the nausea to go away.
Yeah. Because the nausea means you're not eating well.
Right. Oh yeah, I'm not. I'm not eating like I was. When I am able to eat, I eat as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
But it is somewhat limited.
Yeah.
On the because you just get, like, especially if you have the fluid in here pushing on everything.
Mm-hmm.
You have the tumors that everything's pushing on too.
Yeah.
And so it's really difficult to. I used to drink a ton, iced tea and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a. Used to be a Diet Pepsi guy, but since this cancer, I haven't been able to really drink soda anymore.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Oh.
That has stuck around too for some reason. I
Yeah.
can't. I'm not a big soda fan.
Okay.
I am, but I can't.
So what happens when you go to Hillman for these 8-hour days? What can we send you books? Can we send you videos? Do you listen to the Jagoff podcast on a regular basis? I don't even. Yeah. What can we do to help make that day better? Or are you too busy to be doing anything?
Half the time you're sitting there waiting. So
yeah,
I always have my headphones with me.
Okay.
So I like to listen to stuff as much as I can.
Okay.
It is a good time to sleep as well. Yeah, I'll just go in and just lay down a little bit and just fall half asleep.
Gina says you've been napping a lot. Yeah. So my question is,
too much.
Do you think it's going to be like, John Lennon and Yoko Ono, like me and you will be laying in bed together at some point?
Big boy bed.
The big boy bed. And we'll do just one of these videos from your bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll be coming.
Awkward.
I know you always wanted to get into my bedroom.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's the turn of the year, and I know you look at it differently than everybody else, and I look at it differently because of you. You gave me a wonderful Christmas card, and my Valentina and I, these matching shirts. But what you've said all along in these videos has been to make sure that you don't save the good wishes for the casket. Yep. And that's what you wrote. And I'm going to frame that card because that's exactly what we have done to these videos is connect and tell each other like what we've meant to each other. And that's been your mantra all along is don't save it for the casket. Tell everybody what they mean to you while they're alive.
There's nothing better than that.
Yeah.
And letting those you know that you love, let them know that you love them every day.
Yeah.
Because, I look at things differently, John. I look at the news different. I look at, an 18-year-old just got killed in whatever in a car, and I'm just sitting there saying, damn.
Yeah.
Or they, look at that family compared to my family.
Right.
My family has to watch it, but
yeah.
How would you like, someone coming home and telling you you lost your son,
right,
your daughter, or whatever. So I look at them and I look at it a totally different way. I look at the cancer ads for people asking for money, and I look at that a different way too, because it sort of pisses me off. And I actually want to call them and say how much of your actual money goes through research or how much goes to your administrative team and your marketing and advertising.
Right.
So you start thinking about things in a really weird way when you're doing it.
Yeah.
But this has been a great holiday season for me. Been my best and been my worst. Yeah. That's just the only way I can put it.
Yeah. Reminder, cards, notes, and get some root beer float pictures. Keep sending us in. We'll put them up in the videos. So.
For sure.
Happy New Year, Tony.
Happy New Year, Johnny boy. I can't hug you. You're too far away.
I know, right?
I said to my wife, we got to move these chairs closer. So I can't even hold her hand on her chair.
All right. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.